Yo, what is good, man? I'm very grateful. What is good, yo? We never learn, no. Um, this show, I don't know, like, because I've already been to a place to, like, enjoy it, and I like the characters and whatnot, it makes it that much easier for me to just want to see situations, like, happen in general. Which I don't think is for everybody, so I can understand if this season doesn't like reach people's expectations or whatever they had looking forward to coming to the show because it feels entirely different now that we already have our cast and even a girl that kind of needs no help in studying seemingly can become the star. We have two girls that have now done that. They aren't in this show to really learn anything per se, like the other ones that he's actually tutoring to get his scholarship or like somewhere to get into a place to have a chance to get a scholarship. So, what the heck is wrong with my controller? I was swinging it. Whoa. Oh. Uh, Auto tracking, yeah. Um, but yeah, I think they did a good job of, conveying this. But at the same time, it's hard to care about, the show if you don't care about these certain characters that they're choosing to practically show us, right? So it was lucky enough I like this girl that was the second half of the episode, which feels like these shows can actually be cut and like they're supposed to only be 12 minutes long. Like the first half could just end and they could just be done. And there was a show like it's called Psyche K or something like that, Psyche Kun. But that was pretty much what happened. Is every single episode was like 8, 10 minutes because they would just cut it at a certain place and just call it good. But completely getting off track there. With all this, I only see one problem with something that kind of arose in this week's episode was whenever these girls kind of fall for the same person, they're still kind of like cheering each other on, right? Like they're not trying to get in each other's way, and they're not trying to cause any problems like that. And not only are they not trying to cause problems, it's not stopping them from still going for the guy that they all like, which is interesting to me. You would think because they would cheer each other on and give each other advice to see if it works on him and all this stuff, they would be more envious or like they would be more hatred towards each other because they're all kind of going for the same person and they can't. There's nothing that's going to be able to change that, like unless they all find someone else that they like at some random time, like I don't I don't really see that coming. I mean, maybe for the teacher that doesn't need to be getting with the student, that might be plausible. But to be fair, is that what the fandom wants? Is that what the author wants? That's kind of my main reason of still watching this, because like any show that kind of bets it all on the ladies and hoping that the fan service does get them merchandise or whatever else at the end game of like the season coming out, and you try to push anything you can after the season's out so you can make a little money here and there. Um, I understand all that, but this whole episode felt relatively fan service-less until they're just like, oh, you didn't know that we were gonna push these two girls on top of each other and with one of their skirts up and the other. I was like, oh, there's the fan service was here. It was just waiting to make its appearance, and it was a very late one at that. So it still happened. Which I mean, I'm not saying fan service is a crime or even like a bad thing. It just comes with its own stigma, really, in the case of what else could we have gotten personality-wise or character growth instead of the fan service that they clearly almost felt like they were forced to put it in there, right? Like almost like a what are those beach episodes or like just bikini episodes in general? Those feel so forced at this point. Oh, it was Christmas. Now it's time for bikinis the next day. That's what the Muscle Show did, and I didn't really care for it. It's like, oh yeah, we need to get to all the seasons where the girls look their best and they can wear different outfits, so we can maybe have toys of them in those outfits or whatever outfit you like the best, and we'll sell it to you. Like that's what it really felt like. Like to be completely honest with you guys, and I don't want to see this show take the same like course, which I don't think it will. But I also want you to think about like the girl who just like the main thing of this episode was her bangs getting cut, right? So now what they could do is have one of her without the bangs and one of them with. You know what I mean? Like uh, it's just one of these things that actually can be relatively good for them, but have no rhyme or reason in the show. But for this case, they actually gave it a decent reason just because the dad does something that I would expect the dad to do in that situation, like waking up really early, checking up on his daughter without knocking, completely forgetting that there was a knock rule, being all happy, and then messing her up while she's doing something every morning. I could see that happening every morning. Just so happens that she had scissors in her hands, and she really shouldn't have. So, yeah. But yeah, the other part was mainly just the girl who has a crush on her finally getting to have a day alone with her, and then running into our main character and kind of just being saddened by it and wanted to think about her friend's happiness before her own, which she's also someone who's been kind of charmed by him. So there's that. Like, there's a chance that she could like him even more for following her Twitter and, noticing all these little small details to the case where she wanted to hang out with her and he would have gladly allowed it uh, if she really still wanted to. And that's just how common and courteous this guy is, and actually cares about the group of people that clearly keep showing up around him. So he's going to keep tabs on them, which was a nice change of pace of hearing about just a character overall and how much time they put into explaining that part of them compared to what I was saying about like the fan service. So we'll see how this season plays out. I really don't know if there's works of more, but if there is, you know where to find reviews right here with the Anime G. So with all that being said, hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. So with that, peace.